यार पेट्रोल चला गया है 100 के ऊपर। ठीक है। अभी आपके पास दो ऑप्शन है। आप जम के सरकार को गाली गलौज कीजिए सोशल मीडिया पे, ट्विटर और फेसबुक से, या फिर कुछ अल्टरनेटिव ढूंढ लीजिए शांत दिमाग से। ठीक है। Hey, what's up internet? Makar on this side. Today let's figure out how can one get started in pedaling. I really like what you're seeing on the screen, right? I think this is an extremely powerful quote. I'm not, here to convince you anything, but rather, I have received a few queries, like how exactly should one go for, cycling. Uh, for those of you who are new to cycling, it's kind of crucial to do some study before you make any decision. So before we move out, I will put a link to this image from Wikipedia in the description. Keep this image handy while you watch this video. Understanding the different parts of cycle is very essential. You need not to go to the expert level, but have like certain feeling of what exactly which part is called. I'm not an expert on this subject, guys. There are a lot of people who can, much more experience in the matter of cycling than me. But I have done my fair share of study before I purchased my own bicycle in 2019. So I've been pedaling for about 2.5 years now. Uh, the first and foremost part that you should pay attention to is the frame. Now the frame is kind of, let's say, a center point in bicycle which holds every other component together. uh, Try to go for the aluminum frame. Number one reason, they are lightweight. Lightweight means you can run a cycle at higher speeds. And the second one is the rusting issue doesn't normally occur with the aluminum frames. Lately, the industry have shifted to steel a lot. Steel cycles are a bit heavy and prone to your rusting. Regarding the size, etc., I will make another video on that, or you can go on internet and just search a proper bicycle height. You should go with the 17-inch frame if your height is 5.7 or above. Personally, I am 5'11", and I am using a bicycle with 17-inch frame, 27.5-inch tire, and 21 gears. So make every possible attempt to get a bicycle with alloy or aluminum frame. Another thing, tire size. So this image is of my bicycle's tire which I'm using. It's 27.5 by 2.125. 2.125 is the width. That can change a little bit, but 27.5 remains the constant in 27.5 tires. So in bigger size you have 27.5 or 29. For better speeds, these sizes are recommended. The de facto or the standard in the cycling industry is 26. Doesn't matter which bicycle you're buying, whether it has a gear or not, 26 is the default size in tires. Moving on, talk about gears. Gears are real lifesaver when it comes to paddling on slopes or for longer rides. Make sure your new cycle have at least 21 gears. So let me explain how this gear calculation works. On the left hand side of your handle you have 3 gears which are connected to the front derailleur, and on right hand you have 7 gears which are connected to the back derailleur. So 3 multiplied by 7 is 21. That's how they say it's a 21 gear cycle. So make sure your cycle at least have a 21 gear. Shimano is a company which kind of makes this gear assembly. Make sure you are going with the thumb shifters. If you want to shift gears, thumb shifters are a bit easy than what you have built-in gears in hand shifter. Shifting with the hand is a little bit of hard thing, so to speak. So go with the thumb shifters. Doesn't matter which bicycle you are buying, if it's a Desi brand or if it's an international brand, Shimano is kind of the default almost everywhere. When you're shifting your gears for the first time, try not to break it. I broke mine when I started like within the first 10 minutes of my cycle ride, so be careful with that. Suspension, it's good to have at least a front suspension, or in fact Having two suspension kind of increases the cost of the cycle from the cost point of view as well as from the maintenance in long run point of view. So unless you are doing a regular ride on a hilly region or bumpy roads, front suspension kind of works fine. Disc brakes are kind of essential in rainy seasons. Your regular rubber pad brake doesn't work in rainy season most of the times, and they kind of how can I say, don't have a much longer life. So make sure at least one disc brake is present. Let me pull myself down here. So these are the pads which goes inside this region of disc brake. These pads actually are a bit costly sometimes, and make sure before you buy them you do a study, because I have seen these pads ranging from few hundred rupees to few thousand rupees, right? So you want to do study before you replace these pads, and by the way you need to replace them every few thousand kilometers or depending on your braking style. Next point, crankset has a teeth. It's where your chain gets mounted and rotated. It's where your pedals are attached. So these teeth, the more number are there, the better it is. For example, a cycle with a 48 teeth, 29-inch tire and 21 gears goes fast and carries more distance in one pedal than the cycle with say 42 teeth, 21 gear and 26 or even 29-inch tire. Lastly, let's talk about few important points. Unless you're doing a professional race of any sort, stick with the MTB. MTB is a mountain bike. So there are three kinds of bike: roadie, hybrid and MTB. Roadie, are those cycle which have a small tires. If you have seen those racer cycle with kind of V or U-shape handle. Hybrid, I don't know what's the purpose of hybrid, but I find that absolutely meaningless. So stick with the MTB. MTB is kind of helpful in building your stamina of cycling in long run. Stick with the Desi brands. This is important mainly because of low maintenance cost, part availability and the repair availability. I mean, you can literally get your Desi brands repair at the local corner shops as well. Hero and Hercules are the few names in local brands. Foreign brands have a bit of high maintenance cost and part availability is kind of doubtful. Online purchases are a lot cheap. In fact, I have purchased my bicycle online, and this is how it looks when it comes in a box like this one. So I'm really not sure if you can see the box, but there's a box behind this cycle frame. So they kind of tie different part with the ties and put it in this box. You have to untie these things, and if you have a proper gear like Allen key and few spanners etc., you can literally assemble the cycle with your own hand in less than 40 minutes. Normally the bicycle comes 80% assembled, right? And if you don't have tools, always go to the local shop and get it assembled for 100 or 150 bucks. I will try to show some examples of Flipkart or Amazon cycles later. Let me talk about the most important point of this presentation. You need not really need a lot of fancy features in cycle. In fact, this is my Hercules Rodeo A275. I purchased this from Flipkart for about 10,000 bucks, and I broke my thumb shifter on day first, so I have to spend another 1,000 on that. So in 11,000 actually I got an extremely good entry level cycle. Online prices are cheaper, right? I have already explained this. On this entry level MTB I rode 181 km in a day. Okay, nothing to boast about my skills or stamina, but you need a willpower to pedal and not any fancy features. So if you are not sure whether you can cycle or not, don't purchase anything. Try to rent something from a local market, or borrow some relative cycle for a few days, start pedaling, and you will realize whether you can do it or not. By the way, here's a pro tip, or I would rather say common sense tip. Cycling and running are kind of interconnected activities. So if you're cycling, your running speed and stamina automatically boost up, and if you're running regularly, your cycling stamina automatically boost up. So these are two interconnected activities, something which I have realized after doing these activities for last 3-4 years. So that's it, guys. I will put a link to the online cycles in the description. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I will see you around.